know what is going on with me in this light. But they don't change a lot. What the fuck is that? Peace, everybody. I don't know why in the heck. Peace, everybody. Just tagging some folks. I'm telling y'all, my arm. I understand. It's crazy. Peace. I was just trying to find you on here to tag you too. They don't never pull your damn name up. Maybe I'm putting it in wrong. What's good though, y'all? Let me know if y'all can hear me. Before we get started. I'm definitely not gonna keep y'all too long. I'm gonna get back to my beginning. All right. Okay, I'm happy it's Friday too. Cause baby, we got one more week for the event. It's next weekend. I definitely cannot wait to chill with who all come. Meet and greet some folks like-minded, celebrate, the good vibrations of self, get some knowledge, and eat good too, okay? Let them kids just run around and eat the food while we mingle, okay? Definitely cannot wait for next week though. I'm gonna try to go live as much as I can, so we can have some footage. Of course, I'm gonna have pictures taken, so stuff like that. Yes, today actually marks a year from last year that we did it. So yeah, last year it was this weekend. It was on the 10th actually. Yes, I'm bringing my kids. I always involve them with, this type of event because it's family oriented, and, children need to be around that type of vibration, I feel, that type of wisdom and enlightenment, something they can carry on through their own journey, So I'm definitely going to have my children there. For those who coming in Friday, we definitely going to be going to the aquarium Friday at 1. So if y'all want to meet up, probably at the aquarium before we go in. And if you got your kids or whatever, you just want to go, you know what I'm saying? We're going to be doing that Friday for anybody to come in early. And Saturday is our day, okay? And we got some great speakers. Of course, we got Will going to be on the mic. And we have Tyrone going to be on the mic, okay? And I speak some wisdom too. And Divine Circle will definitely be in the mix. So we all gonna be there, sharing some valuable, knowledge, wisdom, you know what I'm saying? Just, getting together and having like a big family reunion. That's my inspiration for doing this every year, because it brings in people that we can actually connect to on a certain vibration that we, are in our mind when you might not have it sometimes in your family, So it's good to be around like-minded people, the soul tribe. But yeah, girl, the children are definitely invited. Okay, you bring your whole family. Okay, we have activities for the children, and when we do plan this event, we try to have it somewhere in a park so the kids can have something to do other than the other activities that we do bring, what we offer with the event. So yeah, kids definitely are always welcome. Bring your children, bring your husband, bring everybody, alright? And so, next time, bring them babies. Because they definitely are welcome. Always. But I'm going to go ahead and get started. I don't know. Facebook has been acting weird lately on my end when it comes to this live. I don't know what is going on with it, but probably after this month, I'm going to probably switch to the Tube and over there to Instagram, because I don't know what's going on with Facebook. It's been doing some extra stuff lately. Maybe because everybody is starting to do the same thing on these lives, might be kind of fucking up the system, the program. But from last week, I forgot to mention to go back and talk about water. So I'm going to start off with it, and then I'm going to get into this message, which is what this live is pretty much about. And maybe this will be able to help us, or maybe you or somebody else, to understand this journey a lot more. Because it definitely opened my eyes to it when I gained the message behind it. But we're going to get started. So the water is what I wanted to mention, dealing with the water. Where is... Hold up, I got to go down right here. I'm looking for the breakdown of the word. I'm gonna have to go back. Oh, it's right here in my dang gum face. I looked up the origin dealing with water, and we know that water covers the whole plane, the planet. Okay, we have a good amount of water in our bodies, so our bodies are full of water. Okay. So, I had got an understanding more about the word water and what it pertains dealing with us and with all of us, with all things, but like that, dealing with all. So, I looked up the word for water, dealing with the origin of it, and it meant, I got that it was matter. Okay. In the process of what I was looking up, I got that it was matter. Jen calling me out. She trying to get in the room with me? No. But I got that water is matter, and if you look up the origin for matter, you're going to get mother, dealing with matter, and also with mother is matrix. And me and my sister was just talking about this earlier. And all things exist, okay, not only through the mother, but all things have matter in them. All things have water in them. As we was told, you probably been told when you was younger, that all living things consist of water. Well, knowing that water is matter and matter is water, okay? And even when you look up matter, it's just a dark substance, okay? So this is where we get this darkness from, okay? You know, light came out of darkness, okay? This is where we get this from. Because if you look up matter and find, look up an image for matter, you're just going to find a dark, I just said the word earlier, but a dark matter, a dark picture of this image, put it like that. You're going to find an image of it being dark, okay? I can't remember what I just said, but what I said the first time. So, dealing with this water, okay, I have been wondering for years what soul has to do with us. What the soul is, okay? And I know a couple sessions back, I might have mentioned also that soul deals with light, okay? But if you look up matter and you research matter, matter has a light to it. It has a shining glintsy or glittery look to it, okay? So it reflects this essence, okay, off of this matter, all right? So the soul exists in the matter, okay? It exists in the water, okay? So you can say that the soul is water and the water is soul, okay? Pieces, because they both exist in the same, okay? They both are in the same existence, okay? As one, okay? We can go a little further when it comes to the Vatican, okay? And they worship or they pray to the mother and child. This is that same essence, the matter and the soul, okay? Because having the soul deals with light and dealing with the shining of it, okay? That's what we get that reference of the Son of God, okay? This glistening light, okay? That just came out of darkness, okay? Which is dealing with the matter, dealing with the mother, okay? Even when the reference of, Jesus walking on the water, this is the same exact perspective. Dealing with the water, or dealing with the matter and the light, okay? Just glistening or beaming off of it, okay? It carries an illusion, okay? Now with water, okay, we can envision. When we envision, okay, which is carried through our water, all right? We create a wave, okay? And this wave deals with the force, okay? Or the vital force of the life force, okay? This wave is pushed, okay? So in this envision of us being in water, of the, taking part of water, okay? A wave is created, okay? And this wave deals with illusions, okay? That come together, all right, from just the sound, okay? Water, matter, okay? It all exists, okay, in the same essence as the soul, all right? All right? When they talk about, in the beginning, it was the word, they're talking about the sounds, okay? And with the sound, it creates the formation, which is dealing with the frequency of us, okay? That carries the vibration, all right? All right? So, yes, the soul and the water are the same. They're in the same essence, okay? They're one in unison, okay? You cannot carry a vital force, a life force, which is going to project, okay, the creation or existence of life, okay, a breath of life. You have to have these two components. All right. And if you dig even deeper, dealing with the water and the matter, it composed of two elements, all right, which is the hydrogen and the oxygen. And I'm not going to get too much into that because that's a whole nother video, all right. But it just shows the reason why, religion wanted to keep science out, okay, out of the category or even related to, okay, Christianity and these such things, because science is going to bring forth the truth, okay? It's going to decode what they have already, or what we have already encoded within ourselves, okay? Science is going to bring a lot of things to light, okay? And if science was based off or included into religion or Christianity or those type of titles, aspects in his life, then you will begin to question the very God or Jesus that they gave you an image of. Okay? Yeah, it'll make you question a lot of things. If science was incorporated into religion, okay, or Christianity, all right? Because all of this goes neck to neck, okay? All of it is one and the same, all right? So to be able to control or control the information, okay, and to control the truth or the secret that what they didn't want you to know about yourself and who you truly are, you have to separate the two. Just like they separate the man and the woman in the Bible, okay? How they condemn the woman to be evil and the man to be glory, all right? And not even wanting you to see that these are two in the same, okay? All right? That one big androgynous energy, all right? They do not want you to know that, okay? Because a lot of things will have to be explained, okay? So yeah, soul is definitely incorporated or in the same existence of water. All right? It's definitely the water, and the water is definitely the soul. It is definitely all roots back to the matter. Okay? So that's what I wanted to add from last time on the video, because I forgot to talk about it when we was talking about water. Another good movie, if you haven't checked it out, or maybe I might remember, it's a classic, The Abyss. The Abyss explains us a lot, okay? Especially when it deals with the illusions of the water and going down deep into the water, which is pure darkness, okay? The dark matter, okay? That's below everything. All right, so if you haven't checked it out, or you have watched it and haven't watched it at the time, watch it now while you're on this level of understanding, okay? But yeah, soul is water, water is soul, all right? They both are in the same unison of each other, and the root of it all is basically the matter. That's really what it is, all right? You can't have one of the two without the other. Alright? And even when we create, like I was telling my sis earlier, even when we create artificial things here, alright, using certain chemicals or making certain paste, or, one of the examples I was telling her, how to, one of the key elements of using concrete, okay, to stack bricks, you have to include that water. Okay? Alright? Because that's the key element to all things, all life. That's our vital life. We have to have that to survive here. Alright? Because this is what we are. Okay? Like I read before, earlier, sister was like, water beings, yes. We are definitely the abyss of it all. Okay? Before I get to this one right here, I just want to break down the word test because it relates to this next breakdown that I have. I know we go through things time to time, and I talk about this a lot because when you're on your self journey, when you're questioning everything and you're learning, unlearning to relearn, all right, you go through certain obstacles in your life to reverse, okay, all right, which is to unlearn to relearn, all right. So you go through these shifts in your journey, all right, and sometimes it can be, you can have clarity, you can have a clear understanding on, about it, and sometimes you don't, all right, and we be wondering like, why is this happening or why is that happening, okay. We used to say, and I still use the word sometimes today, that we have many tests, and the church talk about this a lot too. So this is where we get this word test from, okay, other than school, okay. You go through life with so many tests, okay, which is the same as obstacles, experiences, okay. But the reason why the word test is used predominantly is because it's going to be your testimony, okay, when you go through things, okay, when you've gotten over the hill, all right, and you standing on top of the mountain and now you can breathe, okay, that becomes your testimony because you've made it through. So I wanted to break down this word test to give just a little bit more clarity on it and why we use it and why we say that life gives its tests, because life does. It's just that. It's everything is to use in this experience is to build you up. Okay? Alright? So if you look up the word test, it says it is a trial. I know we say this, trials and tribulations, baby. Okay? Life does have its trials and tribulations. Okay? Me for instance, I could be good, okay, everything is going right, and then sometimes something might, kind of frustrate me a little bit that I'm trying to put in flow for myself, okay, so I can have a constant flow. So sometimes you might get a little distracted or disrupted when you're trying to just keep that natural flow going, okay. And that's okay, because you have to be disrupted a little bit or distracted just so you can get back focused, all right? Because it could be something that you can be over analyzing or overlooking in a sense, and you might need to pay a little bit more attention to that era, okay? Just so you can have that consistent flow, all right? So the test is no other. It's no different. Yep, shit does happen, okay? And you can't take it serious. You can't take it serious. And the reason being because it's going to always be rainbow or sunshine at the end. Okay? The more you try to take things so serious, the more you can continue to create such a demise with yourself when you just really feel like you can't move, when you feel like you can't evolve, or you feel like you can't do nothing. And that's because of the mindset that you're allowing yourself to carry. Okay? So that is becoming that is all about, that is what the real, all about mastering yourself, okay? Alright? Mastering yourself doesn't necessarily mean that you are 100% accomplished, okay? You gained that gem, yes you did, you accomplished it, okay? And you mastered it by the awareness of it, okay? You're aware of it. So that's the mastering of it, alright? Such as these tests, okay? When you touch a stove and it's too damn hot, okay? You don't learn that shit the first few times. You're going to continue to have that same ass test. Okay? Alright? Until you master not to do it again. Alright? And all these people right, shut up, Drake. Boy, I'm telling you, hood be want to come out sometimes. But I'm going to leave them people there. But so yeah, test also means trial. but it also means examination to determine the correctness of something, okay, that you're going to put to truth, all right? So this is going to be an examination. Like I said, you have to examine, all right, the things that you're going to go through, all right? And sometimes you have to examine this shit quite a few times, all right, till you pass that test. Trial and error. Thank you so much, okay? Right on point. Trial and error, okay? All right? So this examination is going to determine your correctness, okay? This is what the test is about. It's not to test you really to see if you're still on your toes and you're on your P's and Q's, all right? It's giving you the space and opportunity to examine, okay, what you need to correct, all right, so you can have a consistent flow, all right? And this is what you're going to put truth to, all right, which becomes your testimony, all right, because you don't examine it, all right, you don't determine what you need to correct, all right, like sis says, it becomes your trial and your error, okay, until you begin to master that, all right, and then it becomes your testimony, all right. You can tell somebody else how you got through it, okay, so they can get through it, all right. And it's a lot of, we all got a testimony of something that we've been through that we can give to somebody else, okay. All right, so this live is about, I wanted to name it the 7 tests to being God. I did. I wanted to name it that. But of course, I broke it all the way down to these oh hell, I don't forgot what I named it, y'all. But anyway, I named it the way I named it, you know, to break down the word God, okay? So we can understand, okay, these levels or tests that we go through each time, okay, before we evolve in life, okay? Each time before you get a new something or you're attracting something to you, all right? You go through these trials and tribulations or trials and errors, okay? Yep, then you go over it triumphant, okay? And let's go. We're going to start. So the first objective that you're going to face, okay, and is generating or observe and develop energy. Peace, sis, you good, girl. I was late myself, okay? Try 3. Hold on, what I got that on here? Girl, you going somewhere? Look, I had to go back and look at my stuff because I wrote that down somewhere. Maybe I got it somewhere in these notes, but we gonna get it. I don't know why this stuck out to me. I think I got this in my notes somewhere, Heavenly. I really do. Yeah, because I know why you got that too, because I wrote it down somewhere. I don't know. Oh, I just read that. But anyway, so the first objective that you're going to face is service. They talk about service as serve in the Bible, but just stick it to the service, okay? This is to become basically the saying of the last, okay, will become first in a sense, okay? And that's because the serve, and when you look up serve, it deals with slave, okay? So when people automatically got this word right here, serve, dealing with slave, they were like, I ain't nobody's slave, baby. I ain't nobody's slave, okay? But understand that you are a slave to your own existence. You are a slave to this journey, okay? You are a slave to this, to all, okay? Because this deals with the work, Okay? Slave doesn't automatically mean that it has to be or enslavement, okay? Or a slave mentality. That's a low vibration in a sense, okay? But slave overall deals with the work, okay? Yes, a prisoner of fate, okay? It deals with the work, okay? And when we're talking about the work, we're talking about this mind, okay? Because the body, as we know, is the journey, serves the mind, okay? All right? Your body is a slave to the mind, okay? Nothing can move. This body can't even move, okay, if the mind don't tell it to, okay? All right? So yes, all right? You have to understand the service of your mind, which is not the enslavement of your mind, but to be the service of your mind, which is the work that you're going to put in, okay? And once you begin to have this process of what you want to do, what you gonna serve, okay? And be conscious of what you want to serve in your life, okay? Yes, that's the original slave and master, okay? Be conscious of what you want to serve in life, okay? Because that's what you're gonna put all your energy into. That's what you're gonna put in that's what your work gonna be, okay? All right? This begins to be the test of service of your mind, all right? So you have to understand the service that you're going to put into your mind, all right? Which is the things that you want to iterate, that you want to do first, which everything starts with the vision, all right? So you have to have this envision, all right, of what you want to do, which we all do every week, okay? Hell, even maybe every day you think about things that you want to do, okay? You think, because think is just the vision of it, okay, before it becomes a thought, which is what you're going to carry out, okay? So we think, okay, during this service of our mind, okay, the things that we want to carry out, okay, whether it's day by day or week by week, okay, or it's major goals that you're trying to accomplish, all right? So even with the life force of all of us, the mind goes through the service, okay? That's what we're going to generate, okay? And after this, okay, the second objective will be, we will go into isolation, okay? And the second one is called to be hidden, all right? All right? We go through this even every season for fall. That's the fallback, okay? That's where everybody go into hiding, okay? This is your isolation period, all right? All right? Your isolation to grow, okay, with no shortcuts, because there be people out here that be trying to do shortcuts and shit. They be trying to cheat, okay? And your ass have to end up starting over, okay? All right? So don't be in isolation trying to think how you can cheat the motherfucker, because you can't cheat yourself. All right? There's no shortcuts around life. Even if you're born into giving, as they would say, wealth, there's no shortcuts to that either. Okay? So there's no shortcuts, okay? But you still have to keep going, okay? You can't give up. All right? And you have to continue to stay focused and set your intentions in this moment when you're in isolation. All right? You have to set this plan in motion. That's the feel of the unseen. Okay? So to be hidden is to go into this isolation. Okay? First, we start with the service, which is what we're going to generate. And then we go into isolation. Okay? Which is the observant energy. Okay? And we know that observe deals with the feminine energy. Okay, so you going within yourself. You going into darkness. Okay, you going into that matter, the water. Okay, which is the old great mother. Okay. All right. However you want to, relate to it. All right? But you're going within. Okay? All right? And you're going to feel the unseen. All right? And we all do that. Like, I want to move. You know? I want to move. I'm ready to move because my little girl needs her own room, for one. Okay? But I cannot give up. Okay? I cannot allow me staying here disrupt me or distract me in such a way. Okay? I have to know that everything that I set in plan, set in motion is going to come. Okay? Because the moment you start to not think like that, okay, which is us going into this next observation that we go through, okay, because sometimes things don't happen right then, okay, and then you begin to become discouraged, okay. That's the number 3. We'll go through some discouragement in our life, okay, because we feel like what we put out for is not coming right then and there, okay, and it's easily to be discouraged, okay. But you have to go through this level because you're going to weave out this self-doubted ass energy. Okay? Alright? Dealing with this discouragement, it means away from, apart from the heart. Okay? So when you begin to be discouraged, okay, you begin to be a little distance with yourself. You begin to be a little distance with what you've already set in motion. You begin to be a little distant with the vision, okay, which is the service and the work that you already started to put in, because it's not working for you right then, okay? It's okay. We all get a little discouraged, all right? But that's not supposed to keep you from not moving forward. That's not supposed to keep you from being in a low state in your mind where you feel like you got to give up. Okay? That should be your push to keep going harder. Okay? And you just gotta know. Okay? Alright? So this discouragement, it can take you away from, or a part of your heart, your mind, your desire. Okay? What you circulating in your mind, that's gonna circulate down to your body. Okay? Okay? Which is the journey. Which is your reality. Okay? So, if you, like we said before with the end of discouragement, they have M-E-N-T. Okay? M-E-N-T. Alright? And that M-E-N-T is also reference for the mental. Okay? Your mental. Alright? And it's also an origin for the chin. Now, we understand when it comes to the mental. Okay? Because the mental is everything. Alright? So you can't be discouraged in that. But to also understand this deals with the chin. Okay? The chin deals with the formation. Okay? Of the frequency, the sound that you're going to project out. This is your reality. Now, this is how deep this shit is. Because the chin is how we talk. Okay? That's how you speak. Alright? So you gotta be careful what you speak and what others speak. Okay? People can say what they want to say about you because they're not in your shoes. Okay? People can say what they want to say about you because you are in the move. Okay? You're moving forward. You're focused. So you're going to have people that's going to be discouraged because their life ain't going the way they need to go. Okay? You're going to have people that's going to talk shit because you moving. Okay? Your mind is set. Your motion is in play. And they're still stuck. Okay? Alright? So you got to be careful what you speak. Alright? And what you allow others to speak over you. Alright? That's why I always say, you can say what you want to say about me, baby. It ain't me. Okay? People talk about me probably from my past. Yeah, I had a bad motherfucking past. I did. Okay, but that's not me today. So I don't care what nobody say. Okay, I keep pushing forward and I keep showing up and showing the truth. Okay, I put it out there. Okay, I'm gonna show you they must be delusional. Okay, I'm gonna make a lie out of you. Okay, because I'm gonna keep moving forward. I'm not gonna let you distract me. All right. So you can't worry about what people say. You can't be discouraged even with your own mind frame. Okay. Yeah, some people they ain't gonna want you to move because they feel comfortable where they at and they want you to be comfortable with them too. No, okay? Just in a sense we've all came from the hood. That doesn't mean that I have to reside there. Okay? No, I don't have to reside in the hood. I might be from the hood, but I don't have to reside in the hood. Okay? So you can't be discouraged in this walk. You gotta keep moving. It's gonna be shit thrown at you every time you going forward. Every time you moving in a positive direction. Okay? There's always gonna be shit coming at you. ENT, ear, nose, and throat doctors. Girl! They know that's dealing with the portals of yourself. And I talked about it a couple years ago. But yeah. Okay? And when it comes to these self-doubts, I'm going to give you a little bit more with these self-doubts. And that's the mind flutters of thoughts. Okay? That be that mind flutters of thoughts. The shit that make you second guess. Am I doing the right thing? Is it right timing now? Okay? It makes you question. Alright? But you got to deal with it. And this is how you deal with it. Okay? When you positive, nigga gonna be attracted. Okay? I'm gonna say it one more time. When you are moving in your positive energy, which is your God energy, your higher energy, okay? However you want to say it. Alright? Your higher self. Okay? There's gonna be negatives. Okay? Coming right behind you. Okay? But you got to continue to rise above it every time. You can't allow that negative energy, the negative folks, okay? The ones that don't want to move, okay? You can't wait on nobody, okay? You got to move for you, all right? So don't be discouraged on your walk. And we go through it all the time, okay? So recognize these discouraging moments when you have them, which be these self-doubts that'll take you away from what you initially have set in motion, okay? Recognizing when these discouragements come, speak the positive affirmations, okay? Regenerate that energy in a positive aspect that you're going to rise above it. And know that everything is going to work out the way it's supposed to. Okay? Number 4 is this faithfulness, okay? Work without faith ain't it. It ain't nothing. Okay? We have heard that before. A bunch of times, okay? And I know a lot of people ain't gonna understand this, okay? And it's okay. It's alright. Alright? But everybody have a moment when they do, okay? Alright? But work without faith is gonna be always the origin of you, okay? And that's gonna always be a fact when it comes to this journey. When it comes to this existence, okay? Now this faithfulness, it has the origin word of faith, of course. And we know that faith is to trust. That means you have to trust the process, okay? Like I have to trust this process that even though I want to move now, okay? God, I want to, okay? But I have to trust the process, okay? Hey sis! What's goody? Okay? You have to continue to trust the process. Okay? Because everything is going to work out for you. Regardless of what. Okay? You might have to go through a couple more loops. But trust it. Alright? And that's just where I'm at with it right now too. I want to move so bad. But I'm trusting the process. Okay? Because I know that everything is going to work out when it needs to. I'm going to move right at the moment I'm supposed to. Okay? And what I'm supposed to move into is going to come right to me. In right timing. Divine timing. Okay? So with this faithfulness, you have to learn to trust the process. You got to trust your work. You got to trust your service. Okay? Alright? And with this trust, you got to be consistent with it. Okay? You can't trust yourself one day and the next day you like, fuck it all. Fuck that. I don't want to deal with it. Because the moment you do that, the moment you just pushing yourself, you're holding yourself back. Okay? Even through those darkest times, you got to trust the process. Okay? And this shit got to be consistent. Okay? You can't just do it one day at a time. One day. Be consistent of knowing that everything is going to line up and be okay. Okay? Even through those discouraging moments. Okay? You still got to have faith. Alright? Alright? So, this faithfulness is to trust the process of being consistent. And you got to be consistent, like I said. Alright? You got to be consistent. Alright? And have a positive attitude. With being consistent, that means you're going to have a positive attitude about it. Okay? Yeah, girl, I used to be there too. That's how I know. Cause you'll be like, fuck this shit. I know I would. I'd be like, fuck it, fuck that. Like I was a couple weeks ago, right? Fuck this shit. I don't want to deal with this no more. Alright? But, okay, you gotta be consistent though. But you gotta have the right attitude, okay? And that's some things that will mess us up. I want to say fuck up. But that's one thing that will hold us back too. Because we don't have a positive attitude about it. Okay? Yep, you're being tested. Yourself is definitely trying to get you to get to the next level. Okay? Understand your testimonies, your tests, what you're going through. Okay? The things that you've already set out and planned. Alright? So you gotta have a positive attitude. Yeah, you do. You gotta put a smile on it and be like, I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna be alright. Okay? This good thing right here. Okay, it must be something else I gotta do. Okay? Because I know everything is coming. Okay? Got tested so much this week at work, but I instantly said to myself, know when you being tested. Okay? Because when you know you're being tested, you ain't going to be easily discouraged, all right? You might have a little shift of it, but you're going to easily snap back and be like, I'm going to be all right. Come on, I feel you trying to come in. I'm being positive about it. I got a positive attitude. Because even with that negative energy in us, okay, all right, which is dealing with that feminine energy, all right, that still comes out, okay, in you. But you have to know that you're going to be all right. You're going to be okay. And carry the right attitude with it. All right? Yeah, it's not, especially when you know you're leveling up. That's why I'm like, I'm realizing the more and more, I'm realizing my patterns. And with my patterns, it's showing me when I go through the tests, okay, of myself, because I'm getting ready to level up, okay? I'm about to evolve. I'm about to do something new, some goals. I'm about to reach my goal, okay? Some things are shifting my way. And I got to be ready for it. Okay? Which is also one of these things in here. But we don't get to that in a minute, okay? We're right on it right now. It's like I'm going with the flow, y'all. We actually are right on it right now. All right? Number 5 will be the blessing, okay? Or the abundance of self, okay? The abundance of your hearts, all right? And with this blessing, like I just said, okay? When you know that everything gonna be okay, or that's discouraged, sometimes they try to throw you off, okay? Try to hold you back a little bit. But sometimes it's good to be held back just a little bit, okay? So you can actually see the overall picture, okay, of what your abundance or your blessing is about to take place, okay? You're about to gain it, all right? Because you stood in the know, all right? You stood in the positive energy of knowing that everything gonna be okay, okay? No matter how long it takes, you stood there and you stood solid on it, okay? So that abundance and blessing is going to take place, okay? Now, sometimes when we get these abundance or these blessings of our heart, all right, which is the creation that's about to take place, that's about to be formed in reality for you, okay? It's taking formation for you, okay? Sometimes, okay, yourself, and we all can relate to this. Sometimes, life or yourself, how we say it like that? Yourself will give you something, okay, only to take it away. How many times have we all went through that? I know I have. All right? I've gained something, and I'm like, yeah, I'm onto something. Now I'm onto it, you know? And sometimes we take life for granted. Okay? We take those little simple things for granted. Okay? And self will take it right back. Okay? Alright? We will take our blessings and our abundance of the heart for granted. And self will take it right back. Okay? Alright? Oh, it's not enough. Damn, I wish it was more. This it? The self-doubt, the bullshit, the taking shit for granted, okay? Not being grateful, okay? Self takes it back. Because you ain't ready for it yet. And sometimes you might be overwhelmed, okay? And you have to clear that mind, okay? Alright? You got to clear your mind. You got to clear the thoughts. Just so you can gain that abundance of your heart. Okay? Understanding your test. Okay? That you're going through, them obstacles that you're going through. Okay? Understanding to value them. Alright? Just so you, okay, can gain the abundance of your heart. But sometimes we will get that abundance and we take it for granted. Okay? And it can be taken just away. Just as quick as you got it. Alright? And this is only to see how you're going to react to it too. Okay? Or to see if you're willing to let some things go in your life that you got to let go to fully get it. Okay? And also just to see if you're ready. Okay? Just to see if you're ready. Because you might not be ready for it. Like right now, I want to move. I'm not ready. I might feel like I'm ready. I think I'm ready. But myself knows you're not ready. It's not ready yet. Okay? There's still work to do. So you can gain that. Alright? So understanding this, it makes all of this process a lot simple and easy. Okay? Especially when it comes to the mind. Alright? It makes it very easy to understand it. You can't get mad when you get something that's gone. No. Life is letting you know. Self is letting you know it's not ready yet. Okay? We have gained this understanding also with, us as mothers. Okay? Birthing children. Okay? Baby, you might not go the whole term. We've all experienced it. It's not ready yet. It's not your fault. You didn't do anything. It's just not ready. Self is not ready. Okay? And sometimes self will just throw it out there for you so you can get ready. Okay? So you have to understand the abundance of your heart and be grateful for everything that you gain. Alright? Same, I'm definitely ready to leave the state, but challenges keep coming up. Yeah, I keep getting challenges after challenges after challenges. And I'm like, yeah, I got to wait. It's always a reason behind it, okay? It's things that I still need to observe, okay? Before the development takes place. Alright? So, that's dealing with number 5. We go through our blessings, okay? Your blessings start to flow in, okay? Once you understand the service that you're giving to self, okay? And understanding the discouragements that you go through, okay? Well, going into isolation and coming out of isolation and having some discouragement, okay? Understand all that and continue to carry the faith with it. That's trusting the process. Because when you do that, the abundance starts to flow. Okay? Alright? And don't take it for granted. Because sometimes as soon as we get our abundance, we forget about the rest of the shit. And that's why we take it. Okay? That's why it don't last long. Okay? Because you forget the last few steps. Okay? That you got to go through to make this a solid formation. Okay? Most definitely, because I'm seeing and feeling. You're welcome, sis. Most definitely because I'm seeing and feeling a lot with this pregnancy. What's for me and what's not. Yes. Yes. You gotta know what's for you and what's not. And sometimes with pregnancy, when you birthing and you in isolation. Okay? You in isolation. And you are observing your space. Okay? And while you're observing this space, you know what's going to be for you and what's not. Now, some of them you might not catch until after the birth take place. Okay? But you're going to understand what's for you and what's not. Okay? Alright? Because you got a reflection. Okay? Yourself is coming right in and you got to make sure that it's surrounded around solidarity. Okay? People that's going to be solid. Alright? And because mama got to be solid. Alright? So yeah, you in your isolation period with this pregnancy. We all have been through that. Alright? And of course the dreams that you have when you pregnant is definitely giving you signs and messages. Okay? That baby, that energy, okay, self, that little you, okay? It's going to give you the awareness you need before the birth takes place. Alright? Because I know I had a hell of a lot of dreams, honey. I was like, what is Sophia doing? Damn. She definitely had me drenched into the damn color purple. Because it was some highs and lows. Alright? Alright? Wow, don't say that. What is this? That Sophia had me in the color purple? She did. I'm not saying like it's... okay. I was saying that little girl had me going up and down in my dream. I had a crazy dream about my son when Prego. And things about these dreams, what I had to learn too, because I used to get so hysterical about my dreams, honey, and I would be thinking the ultimate worst sometimes, okay, because of what I saw in my visions, okay, but those visions are a lot deeper than just the literal sense that we take from it, okay, alright, and 9 out of 10, it won't even be the person that you're looking at in your dreams. It can be somebody else, okay, alright, because I've had visions of other people, and most likely it might turn out to be somebody else that I'm having a dream about, okay, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's what that was about, even with myself. Okay, my people know, they know. I've had dreams that I'm like, what the hell? Oh my God, I'm not ready. I'm not ready yet. Okay? But I had to go understand what I was going through spiritually. Okay? What I was going through spiritually, not physically. Alright? So you can't take those dreams personally. Okay? You can't. As you know, girl, I used to be boo-hoo-hoo. Okay? Like, why? Why me? Okay? But I had to understand some things too. Alright? I had to learn some things. Alright? Those dreams can be a little, they can be a little haywire sometimes, but you just have to understand your dream pattern, okay? That way you can understand the messages and the signs that you're gaining. Because 9 out of 10, it don't even be that. It could be something else. Alright? Something spiritual, not literal. But, yeah. Them pregnancy dreams can definitely be a mug. Alright? So I wanted to look up the word blessing. And the reason why I did it is because, we say the English word is cursed. And the only reason why the English word is cursed is because it has to be decoded. Okay? Doesn't mean it's going to curse you, baby. It ain't going to put a spell on you. The only spell you're going to get is the perspective that you think. Alright? That's the spell. Your perspective. Okay? But, when we got to breaking down some of these words, we definitely was like, we can't use the bless because that's be less. Okay, yeah, you can say that. And I could say, FUBU, Forever I Love Atlanta. I mean, Feli, Forever I Love Atlanta, okay? But, we go through these levels and these trials and these areas, like Sis was saying, when it came to these words. So, I get it, okay? But, if we look up the word bless, okay, the origin of it means to praise, okay? And I think when people was like, they got this be less, they connected it with that worship, okay? They connected it with the worship, okay? And we know that worship means to bow down, okay, depress, or fall. But if you understand it in a spiritual aspect, okay, when it's talking about to bow down, to depress, or fall down, this is talking, we be reaching. We was reaching like a mug. We was reaching like a mug. When it talks about this fall, most likely this fall is the fall of you, okay? You going into your within yourself, okay? Your roots, all right? As they would say, your lower self, okay? This is the fall of man, as they say, okay? This is nothing negative, all right? Because if you look up praise, the origin of praise is the price, okay? So this blessing, all right, or this bless, okay, which is the abundance of your heart that we were just talking about, which is what we praise, is the price that we set, okay? That goes back to what you have set in plan or in motion, okay? That's what that goes back to. What you have set in plan or in motion, okay? Which is that price that you have already set, okay? So that's what you're praising, okay? And that's what you're worshiping, which is what you're going to bring forth, okay? You're putting all your energy into that. Your focus onto that, okay? And that is what's going to make you move forward. The change is going to take place, okay? This is dealing all with the mindset, okay? So on this next level, all right, after blessings, we go through this abundance. We start to get this, we can exhale now, okay? All right, we don't gain our faith back. We trust in the process. So this blessing, this abundance of heart is starting to come in, okay? So you can breathe now. You can exhale, all right? And just when it happens, because it's highs and lows through this whole thing, okay? But you have to stay focused, okay? All right? This jealousy energy starts to rise, okay? That jealousy starts to come in, okay? When you don't move, okay, you was down at the bottom, now you George, what they call it, Jefferson, okay? You done moved on up, all right? And when you're moving on up, this jealous energy starts to whoosh in, okay? It's positive, negative, Okay? That's the balance of life. Okay? So this objective of jealousy starts to come in. Alright? Because you don't gain your abundance, your understanding in a sense. Okay? Which is that abundance of your heart. Of knowing that everything is going to be alright. You're trusting the process. So it's all going to work out for you. Okay? Yes, those ways, honey. Those ways. Alright? So that jealousy, okay, it surfaced. But if you look up the word jealousy, okay, it is originated from the word zeal, which is Z-E-A-L, okay? And zeal means enthusiastic, okay, and devotion. Being devoted to yourself, honey. Being devoted to the process, alright? Being devoted to your plans in motion, what you set, okay? Being devoted to just self, okay? Overall, alright? Your goals, alright? Your motions in life. Just being devoted to that, okay? Jealousy on the lower end, okay? Will surface. Alright? Because jealousy means devotion. So when you're devoted to yourself, okay, the other end or the other side of this jealousy starts to appear. Okay? So when you're being devoted to yourself and your purpose, through this you gain. Okay? You will start to gain some suspicion. Even with yourself. Damn, is it too good to be true? Damn, the suspicions of, wondering and thinking over and trying to analyze, how did you get here? Okay? Alright? You start to have suspicions of the process. Alright? Sometimes you do. Okay? Once you don't gain that abundance. Alright? The suspicion is how you're going to maintain it. Alright? How you going to continue to move forward. Alright? Am I going to be able to do this? Okay? That type of suspicion. Alright? If you look up the origin of suspicion, we know that suspicion means distrust. Okay? So you start to have this little distrust because everything is working out for you. Alright? Me with this event, I'm like, it's been a roller coaster. It's definitely been some waves. Okay? Sis, it's definitely been some waves. Okay? Man, I'm like, how we gonna get this done? Okay? So that distress of this suspicion that I'm starting to have, okay? Which is dealing in this objective of jealousy, okay? Of self, okay? Because I'm being so devoted to the process and my purpose and understanding, okay? Also with this suspicion, other than distrust, is mistrust of self and from others, okay? So when you're so devoted to yourself and your purpose, okay, you're going to find some people that you can't trust no more. Alright? They're not on the same mission. Okay? That old envious energy. Okay? Alright? They don't want you to prosper. They don't want you to outshine them. Alright? So when you putting all this devotion into yourself, okay, and you moving on up like the Jeffersons, alright, you gonna have some distrust within yourself already, because just like, damn, I made it, and now I got to sustain it, alright? So you might have a little distrust. But on the other side, it's gonna be people that you ain't gonna be able to trust at all, alright? Because you're moving in a direction that they're not, alright? You're changing in your mind that they're not. If they ain't even having some type of openness of understanding of your process, alright, they've already they're already have, I can't get my dang on word out. They've already circulated a mistrust, okay? Alright? They've already circulated a mistrust. When we leave the hood, okay, and we doing better. Got a good job, got a car, got our own place, pay our own bills, doing all of this. All right. Then you got people that's still in the hood. They can't get out right now. Okay. Or they haven't changed the thought process. They haven't set their mind to be greater. Okay. Those type of people. Okay. We're trying to throw you off of your devotion of yourself. Okay? You have to be in this jealousy energy of self, because that continues you to be in devotion. Okay? You have to be devoted to yourself. And anything, not nothing else but self. Girl, my words, y'all. Let me get this up here. You can't be devoted to nothing else but self. Okay? So, just because you're in this jealousy energy of yourself and you're loving on yourself and you're putting all that energy into you, alright? Sometimes it causes a little suspicion like, damn, is it really true? Damn, did that just really happen? Okay? It does happen. But you have people that you can't trust sometimes, okay? And you have to let that mistrust, not only of yourself, but of others, go. Alright? Just so you can continue to have a consistent flow of energy. A consistent flow of evolving energy of yourself. Okay? To continue to move gradually up in life. Alright? Let go of the mistrust of yourself, the distrust of yourself, and the distrust and mistrust of others. Alright? Because that's what's going to keep you consistent. Alright? That jealousy within yourself. You can be so devoted, okay, that ego, as we talked about before, okay, can be so egotistical, okay, because that's your energy generating out, okay, or generating to observe, all right. So when you in this ego, that ego could be egotistical, and can be you yourself. You can hear these thoughts of, girl, you can't do it, you'll never be it. And see how long this lasts. Yeah. Self-jealousy does run deep in dust. Okay? And it deals with the suspicion of the distrust and the mistrust of yourself. And with just the flip side of that, you're going to have some people that's going to come in because you gained your abundance. You on this high rise. Okay? So it's going to attract some jealousy. Then I say the highs and the lows of life. We just went through this abundance of gaining. Okay? Gaining abundance. Okay? The understanding. Yep, that doubt too. Okay? It's definitely an ugly jealousy factor. Okay? And that also deals with the discouragement as well. With the doubt. Okay? So that jealousy and this doubt is pretty much that jealousy and discouragement. It's the lows that we gon' face them blows. Okay? Alright? Because every time you're rising, there's going to always be some low vibration right behind you. Okay? Once you get through this jealousy of understanding the distrust and the mistrust of self and others, and when I also with this mistrust what I'm getting, okay, of course, trust in the process. Okay? Okay? Also with that trust in the process. Okay? So you got to allow all of this energy to, reiterate within you and out of you, okay? Getting what you don't need and what you need so you can have a consistent flow. Because once you do this, okay, this number 7, all right, is step by faith, okay, or walk by faith. And I got a new tattoo, y'all. I'm waiting to show y'all the rest of it because I got to get the other side done. But the side that I have done on my foot, it says walk by faith. Okay? So you have to step by faith or walk by faith. Okay? And we already know that faith is knowing. Okay? Keeping your head up high. Alright? And staying focused at the mission. Okay? Your purpose. Your purpose is to procreate here. Okay? And when I mean by procreate here, I mean create, populate, okay? Your creations, your thoughts, and such abundance of bliss, okay? Alright? So you can continue to ride the wave, alright? Instead of the wave riding you. Alright? So you got to continue to step by faith or walk by faith through all trials of your life in your journey, in this testing, these tests and errors. Okay? We go through this every single moment of our life. Alright? Some of us is going to go through this right after we get off this live. Okay? We going to go into the service, which is into the mind. Okay? We going to start iterating some shit that we need to generate. Alright? The things that we've been wanting to generate. Alright? Then we going to go in this isolation period. Alright? And this isolation period is just deep thinking. Okay? Which is going to allow you to set the plan in motion, to feel your unseen, that you want to come forward. And once you get that mindset or that plan in motion, okay? Of course, a little discouragement comes, alright? But you got to continue to have your faith, which is to trust your process, okay? Continue to trust it, alright? Because when you continue to trust your process, that abundance of your heart or the blessings starts to will in, okay? And don't take it for granted, okay? Be grateful of the abundance and understanding of your heart, of what you gain through your faithfulness, of trusting your process, okay? And once you do that, okay, and once we understand, we gain the overstanding, okay, which is the abundance of the heart, the blessing, all right? You might have a little bit of distrust and mistrust, which is the jealousy, all right? It's okay. It's always a negative and a positive of everything. Alright? So, you got to continue to step by faith, or walk by faith, okay, through all your trials and tribulations. Alright? I just had a real good high. When I did my vendoring events, okay, now other ones lined up. Okay? I had a downtime. That's isolation for me. Okay? I went through some thought processes, which was that discouragement that I went through, okay? And I displayed it on social media, okay? Because it was discouraging, all right? I had to get that shit out, all right? And then once I got that out, and I connected with my family, okay? And y'all gave me the energy to rise above, which is giving the hand, okay? Giving me the connection, because I was in a negative, and y'all brought the positive to me, okay? And by bringing that positive to me, it reiterated me back into my faith, which is trusting the process. All right? And once I started trusting this process, everything started to flow again. All right? My abundance of my heart started to set in. All right? And I'm being grateful for everything that I'm being put in, okay? That I'm being in connection of, all right? Even grateful to be able to have this moment with y'all, okay? Every chance that I get, all right? I had a little distrust after that with myself. Like, damn, should I do it or should I not? Okay? But I couldn't allow that distrust of of my heart, okay? Or that jealousy to lay in my heart, or lay down heavy in my heart, okay? I had to continue to walk by faith. Alright? I couldn't allow what other people might think. Because there's people out here that want you to fail. And it's sad, but it's true. Alright? And it's because they ain't got nothing good going for themselves. Alright? So it's going to always be people out here that's not going to want you to excel. Alright? Alright? But you got to continue to walk by faith. And know that everything going to be okay. Through all obstacles. It don't matter what it is. Okay? That is our test. Alright? This is how we generate, observe, and develop. Alright? Yeah, it's easier to hurt than to heal. Right. You got to feel. Okay? You got to feel. Let's go back to being hidden. Okay? Feeling the unseen. Okay? You have to feel. When everything goes through the mind first, you have to feel the emotion. The energy motion. That's what makes it valid. That's what makes it real. Alright? So, you definitely have to feel it. Some people don't want to feel shit. They try to go the shortcut. You know how many people didn't want to heal? When we went into the era of healing, it's still people running now today from healing. They think they can just go around. You can't. We tried. You cannot. We tried. Okay? We have tried as a whole. And it didn't work. It didn't vibrate us high. Okay? Until we started to take accountability. Okay? Being aware. Okay? The things that we need to heal within ourselves. Okay? That's when everything changed. Alright? Healing is going to bring pain. But through that pain, you're going to gain a lot. Alright? If you allow yourself to understand. Okay? Understand it so you can move forward. Alright? And some people, they think, they worry about the things that they can't change. You can't worry about it like that. Alright? You cannot worry about what you cannot change. But, okay, you can understand your pain, feel it, just so you can gain the understanding to move forward, okay, of what you can't change. Alright? Alright? So yeah, that's what I had for y'all. My little buds. I'm gonna start calling y'all my little buds. But yeah, that's what I had for y'all, because I feel like it was a heavy message within a message, okay? Yeah, it's so many people running from pain. It's so many. And that's what get people stuck. They can't evolve. They can't move forward. Now, some people might get rich, okay, by instance, okay? But they still lonely with all that money. They still hurting with all that money, okay? It's not satisfying, okay? And it's definitely not feeding the soul, all right? So, yeah, it's a lot of people. But through time, okay, and through this process, it's going to continue. It's going to generate more and more, and people are going to go more into within themselves, okay? Alright? People are definitely going to. Because it's the only way you're going to rise above this thing called life. Alright? And that's all I have, babies. My love bugs. I will definitely be talking to y'all soon. I know I missed y'all this week. For $2 Tuesday, I was cleaning. I've been cleaning the house, y'all. And see, that goes into cleaning the mind. I've been having to clean, okay? So I can come back out here and be solid. You know what I mean? I don't like to just get on live just to be getting on live, okay? I have to get on here when myself guide me to. Alright? But every Friday I seem to be pretty much make it. Okay? So I try to make that. But I definitely missed that because I was cleaning. And I definitely needed to get some things out. I was throwing some shit away. Okay? Got new stuff to do. I got new stuff coming. Okay? I got to get rid of the old. You know what I mean? So these last couple weeks I've been just regenerating. And it's been so beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Getting back to the essence of myself so I can continue to flow in a consistent flow. Okay, of energy. Cleanse up. Yeah. Take the time that you need for yourself, okay? Just so you can come back out here, alright? Yes, quality over quantity, always. Okay? Always. But yeah, I will talk to y'all later, and I'm barely on here anymore. I know, sis, but I be trying to tag you so you can get the notification. But I'm going to definitely see y'all. And just anytime you go through something, okay, because we all do, okay, we go through this, okay, think about the testimony of y'all, okay, just think about it. It's just a testimony. It's just a test just to keep you moving. Something that you got to examine, all right, that you need to correct so you can keep this flow going. All right? I'm out. Love, peace, and oneness. And I will see y'all on the next one. Peace.